Hello, good afternoon. I'm sorry I'm 15 minutes late, but yeah, here we are. Uh, Another day, we have resumed. And sadly, I'm alone for today. I think I'll be doing this alone until Jesse gets back. But we had to take a break because of everything what was happening. Everything what was happening in the country. We had to take a break so that I know everybody was distracted. Me too. So it's another dollar, definitely. So we're here, and guys, if you're stuck with me, you're stuck with me trading stocks. Trading stocks. Anyway, I know Jesse will be back. I think I'll be brushing over the commodities and everything. The rest of the financial markets. But if you're stuck with me, no, I'll talk about stocks more than anything else. So I'm glad you guys are back, and I hope you've got your life back together after everything that has been happening the last, I think, 3 weeks now. But we all hope for a better Kenya, a better country, definitely. Yeah, where systems work. Not if you do, not the Kenya where if you have to know somebody so that to smoothen out your process of doing anything. Anyway, very interesting market structure since the start of the month. We are in another quarter, the third quarter, and another month, and very interesting to see. I think today is when we're starting the. I think today is when the earnings season starts for this quarter. Uh, Nothing much to talk about the earnings season right now, but what is the highlight of the week? We know NFP is the highlight of the week, so it affects you guys so much if you trade the forex pairs and the other markets. But here in stocks, I think all fundamentals are very specific to the kind of market you're dealing with. I mean, to down to specific companies. So it's quite different here as compared to the FX market and whatnot. So anyway, I'm very excited. Why? Because the stock market is exciting right now. Anyway, let's start from the top, and from the top, I want to talk about the. Okay, from the what I mean from the top is from what is up here. Let me expand this so that you can see uh, what is up here from my watch list. The first thing on my watch list. So, what we'll be doing today, we'll be doing a top-down analysis from US 30 all the way down to Teva. So buckle up. Anyway, it's very interesting. Why I like the stock market, it's very different from all the other markets, and it is quite interesting as compared. You guys, you don't know what you're missing out. If you only trade the other markets, I think you should be considering trading stocks. It's quite different. Quite different, delivering much better but slower, definitely. Anyway, we start from news 30, and from the top, this is what I can see. I think we highlighted this last month, and definitely, it's a support zone, and this is a resistance zone right here. So that's on the daily. You can clearly see that, and since we can't identify any setup on the daily, we go down, and we were looking the last month, the entire of last month. I was talking about price going back towards the top and testing the resistance point here. So we go down to the 4 hour, and the 4 hour you can see a consolidation, which is not that clear, but it was we were able to 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 highlight this counter trend line. So even in okay. Anyway, we drop down, and we can see the pattern much better. I think it's a triangle, but not a fully formed one. It's quite wiki. Wiki by wiki, I mean the weeks. And here we can see here. Okay, difference is I use weeks a lot. I respect weeks because weeks on the lower time frame are actual candles. So I know you might see somebody else considering this and ignoring this but. For me, I usually consider all of them so that it can make a triangle like me on how to triangle. But on my end, I prefer this. You start from the lowest to the to what is happening here. So in a nutshell, what do I mean? I respect the triangle, and for consolidation, the triangle means something. And today I was chatting up with a guy, and I was telling him it's called classical chatting, and I will show you how the classicals, how I respect the classicals. So not everybody who does this, but actually I do it. I do it so that I can clearly see how the consolidation of price is playing within the setup. So as you can see, if I respect everything, you can see the price when price is consolidating, it's consolidating inside that triangle, the triangle which is highlighted here. So that's why I do that. So if I did this, as you can see, this price is trading outside the triangle, and it doesn't sit right with me. So what I know, we can have all different systems, or we can be taught by the same mentor, but when you're coming to execute, we execute differently because it boils down to you, who you are and how you do it. So this is me, and that's how I extrapolate my. That's how I plot my setup. So this is what we expect. We expect this from here and here and here, and I want to estimate my opportunity from the trough low, and this is the trough low to the trough high. So this is the opportunity, the height of the opportunity I expect after breakout. So I go to the breakout point, and this is a breakout point, and what should I expect? I should expect price to raise up uh, to this area. Let me point it out to this area. So that is 39,844. 39,844, and for the breakout, I think I'd already put this in place before breakout. So it price just broke out of that consolidation, I think a couple of hours ago. So this is how it looks like. And if we have to put in an RR, a risk reward ratio, if we have to play this, we should expect price to go up to there, and then I'll just take a 1:2. So 1:2 just to be on the safer side. And, I think 1:2.1 is quite fair. So I don't have this on my end. So I want to enter the positions with you guys here. So nowadays this cartoonish, I remove it, and instead I use these lines so that I can reduce everything on my chart so that I don't confuse myself. So I'll be using this as my entry. Leo hakuna haraka. You just bear with me. We go with my pace because we have a lot to cover and I'm alone. So you'll kindly bear with me. So that's the stop loss, and then we see this as the take profits. So I'll use that and then trash this so that it becomes easier on our end. So what I'll do, I want you guys to work with me while I'm placing this trade. And by the way, the July competition has already started, and you can go to the website. I know it was not updated yet, but right now it's updated. So go to the HFM website. Kindly, yeah, join us. We interact on a skill-based level. So I want to shift to my other. I want to replace this screen with my actual trading screen where I'm trading the Nini live, the traders competition live. And this is I'll talk about this later. This is my Nini trade, my US 30 trade. So I want to add a symbol, and the symbol I want to add is the Dow Jones. Where is it? It's down here. So we go back, and I think I've I've talked about this again. I think today somebody was complaining that there is a difference when with the price of other brokers on TradingView and the price the price of his broker. And I told him, you have a choice. You have to do this. You have to, after scouting that setup on the TradingView, come here, do it yourself. Msigoje hapo kufanyiwa na mtu yote. So the way I do it, I use my position size calculator, and there it is. And it's not an instant. Actually, it's a pending. And for the pending, that's my entry. So it's already keyed in there. So I'll just drop down. I'll go to the hourly, and I know this is my trough. And if you don't mind, guys, squeezed here. So I'll use this as my trough, and I pull up my book. Definitely, I have to record this. So trough low, trough high. That's how I estimate it, right? So I think you've seen when I was doing the other one. So trough low is 39. 39. I hope it's visible on your end, and if you don't mind, you can comment, and yeah, I'll see it here, and I can respond to you. So that's my low, and that's my high. So I'm just estimating the opportunity offered by this setup. So my high, there goes my high. It is 39. 574. I don't know where my calculator is, so I'll just use my phone to estimate that height. So let me do this. 39 574.01 minus 39 112.52. So we expect 461.49. So from the breakout, and we can see the breakout point. You can see that blue line there, over there. So I'll just return this here. I just want, I insist on a position size calculator. Why? Because it's a risk game. It's a probability game. So we are not sure, even if we know the setup can go to fruition. So for the height is 461.49 plus we add 39 449.10. So I expect my TP to this price to run to 39 910.59. So that's where I want to see price go up to. And once it is set, I think I can just adjust this. And if you can see here, I can see my risk reward ratio. So I don't mind, just like I had done before on the TradingView side. I think we saw 2.3. Is that enough? Is that okay? I think 2.16. So it's in the ratio of 1:2.16. So that is my risk, that is my reward. So I have all my entries. So I'll just take a new order here. I know my entry cannot be seen on your end, but we've done this before. So it's a buy stop, and the price of entry is 39 449.1, and my stop loss lies at 39 235.8, and we can see my take profit is at 39 910.6. So what's the difference? I think this it's a risk reward. I'm risking 1%, and I don't want to risk 1%. I just want to start slow, and I want to start with 0.5. So that brings me to a position size of 0.23. So for the volume, 0.23, that's my lot size. And yeah, I'm buying. And there goes my buy. Oh, wait. Oh, my entry, it's a pending order. I'm sorry. 39 449. What happened there? Anyway, there it is. And that's my order. Anyway, I'll just remove this so that you can see it's a pending order, and I'll wait for price to go back up and fortunately opened my trade. So um, um, I'll go back. Let me go back to my trading view so that we can analyze more charts. And I'll drop down to the. That's how I'm doing that, and I'll drop down to Nasdaq. And for Nasdaq, this has been happening. I think I've been talking about Nasdaq for the longest time. So I have a trade Nasdaq from here, and let me just come from the let us do a top down analysis. This is the top down. We can see price is very bullish, and we can see a consolidation in here, which has been highlighted by that triangle. And we can see it's a triangle. It's a triangle setup which broke out yesterday, and we can see price coming back down to retest the counter trend line. So before that, inside before it broke out, after we highlighted point D, I saw something. I saw a discount entry where we can see a setup inside a setup, and that's where you can see this. You can see that counter trend line there inside. And how did I know it's a discount? So I saw price racing up and breaking the last. It's a lower high, the last lower high towards printing the point D. So when I saw this and as price started consolidating, I identified the counter trend line, and this is the counter trend line. You can see this high. I joined this high and this high. So we saw price break out of that intraday. So that's where I placed my entry, and the stop loss was kidogo hapa chini, but I later moved it up after it raced up, and you can see price raced up vizuri. It's quite clear. Yesterday was very bullish, and fortunately we saw a breakout out of the main setup, the 4-hour setup, and out of this setup we can see here price making a retest, and it's a classic break and retest. So what I've done, I think I've just logged into my what I call I've just logged into my trading HFM, the competition, and I placed this before opening the bell. I mean before coming here and sharing with you. So that's why my price is, and that's US 30. Let me go to. It's quite red for now, but as you can see, I have a pending position there, and if I have to show it to you, that's how it is playing out. So it's a break and classic retest on the lower time frame. So we expect price to move much higher, definitely, because if it obeys the setup, uh, it's a probability game. So it either has to do that, or we get stopped out, which means there is something which is happening in the market. We need to reevaluate our entries. So back to the Nasdaq trade, and that's it. That's what I'm watching on Nasdaq, and just go on and going on to the to US 500, because I'm following the line. Nakumbuka, don't mind me to have some hibiscus here. Anyway, we have a consolidation evidently. This is the US 500, the S&P 500, and you can see the consolidation from a very bullish setup. I mean, a very bullish price action. You can see price is very bullish, but what you can see down here, you can definitely see price. You can see a consolidation, but with no setup. At first, I saw this was a setup. I was expecting price to not to break this line here, but US 500 is quite wild as compared to Nasdaq and US 30. So if it didn't print this, I could have been very confident to play this breakout. So because it did, I don't want to be greedy. I'll just leave it at that. But it could have been a very good flag. You can see a good counter trend line, and the other trend line, the lower trend line. But right now, you can just enjoy the price action, but at least we know where price is headed to. So I want to talk about that. Now we dive into the specific stocks, and I think first things first, lamb. We're talking about lamb because lamb is my. I think I'll be making this pending entry once the market is open, and I think that's in 25 minutes time, and we can see a consolidation. Whoa, wait. First, we start with the overall trend. The overall trend, it's evident that's a very bullish trend, and we drop down. I'll drop down to the 4 hour. We can see a consolidation, a good consolidation, which is highlighted with a good triangle, a very good setup there. It's my favorite setup. If you've been here, you know the triangle is my thing, and I expect price to break out from here. So we'll just estimate with you guys. So I expect price to break out from around there. It's not the exact place, but we can estimate where price will be racing to, and we expect price to be racing to from. I'm estimating the height of the opportunity. So from down here, I expect price to go to the 1139 1140s. So there will be my TP, and moving down here, just estimate where my RR from the entry to the TP, and this won't go as down as. I'll use this. Let me show it to you. I'll use this. Can you see that? If you can see that that gap up, I'll use that as my stop, and that's why we've gone down to here, giving us a 2.48. So this is actually what I'll be looking at the entry. I'll be watching it at the entry, but it's not unfortunate. But price right now it's trading below pre-market price. As you can see, it's trading below yesterday's close. So I don't know. Anyway, it's it's normal to welcome some sellers when you're buying, so that at least you can have a very engaging market. So we're down here, but we expect price to break here. After breakout, I think we'll play ball. So I'll go straight to GS. GS has a very good setup. Identify this setup, I think, on the 4 hour, better seen on the daily. Even you can see it on the daily. It's a very good consolidation. You can see it, and for every consolidation, it means that you have a very good. Consolidation means a good setup and a good opportunity. So here's a consolidation and closed in a triangle also, and GS is doing wonders, and you can see price. I think I had already estimated this, but we can go over it again. If you don't know how to do it, you can have another go at it. We estimate the height of the setup, the opportunity of the setup, and then from the breakout towards the TP. That's how what you expect from this, and that's why you can see my entry here, my stop loss, and then my TP. So since it's not on my competition account, I think I'll be watching GS, and I think if you're fortunate enough to have a consolidation here, or you are fortunate enough to see a retest down to a retest to the upper trend line, the counter trend line, we can make an entry on that account. So let's wait for that. JPM did wonders yesterday. I know the overall setup went to fruition. This was the overall setup. If you can remember, last month I was talking about this channel, and it broke out. This was the breakout, and then this was a breakout, but it faked out the first time, went back in, and then we saw another breakout to the north, and if it does this, and if I think you remember, I told you guys, if you have to enter this market, that was the place to enter, because that was the retest, the breakout high after the fake out. So this is just to keep you safe after you buy after the fake outs, because price can inaweza kudanganya hapa. So anyway, I want to show you something on the lower time frame, which could have given you at least a good entry criteria when it come to the after the breakout. So this was the fake out, right? And if you can see, even if we don't take this as the buying area after the breakout, we can see a consolidation on the lower time frame, giving birth to a counter trend line here. So if you had to buy, you had to buy here after this breakout. Better seen on the 15 minutes. You see, this is a very good a very good counter trend line here. Assume this is not there. So this is set up here. This is set up A, B, C, and D. That's a very good triangle. And because I don't like anything outside my triangles, I'll do that. It's a good ascending triangle. So you can see this is a very good breakout point, and you can a very good entry point. So if you had to do anything, you have to do this. You take that as your entry, and then you trash this, and then use this height of the 4 hour of the 4 hour setup. Let me go to the hourly. Go here, estimate the opportunity from down here to here, and then bring it on this side from the first breakout, and we were seeing price going towards the 207s. So what you do, you take this as your entry, you take this as your exit. This is just it's like backtesting what the setup which we identified kitambo. So but price we were not able to be here on live, so this just happened, and you could have taken a very good 1:2 there. Voila. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. So something happened yesterday in the intraday. So I just want to walk you through that, and I'll go to the 15 minutes. And I think before even going to the 15 minutes, you can see a consolidation here. So this consolidation becomes very clear on the 15 minutes. So I'll drop down to the 15 minutes. And what can you see? You can see a very good setup. I can see a very good setup. So we have our point A here, we have our point B here, we have our point C here, and then we have D here. So we just expect a breakout, and a very good breakout. So what we do this. That is the A, B, C. That's the triangle there. Then I know if it was me, this could have been my first entry, but and I want to drop down and first estimate the setup opportunity. So this is intraday, and this is better seen on the 5 minutes. I'm not a fan of the 5 minutes, but yesterday I had to go back in because it was a very good. It had a very good bullish setup. Like price was very aggressive towards the breakout again, so I went back in. So this is what we expect from here to there. And what I want to insist is that I could have been stopped out the first time this setup. So this is it, and this could be my first. This could be my first trade, but I don't like. I really don't like this. Why? It's very. I could have been stopped out, but if I had to re-enter, I re-enter this here again after the breakout. So trashing this, and then going for 1:2 again. Yeah. Anyway, that's what happens. That's normal. But I just wanted to show you any consolidation gives you an opportunity to ride on it. Ride on it. So just go to the early, and what we see on the 4 hour, it's that the setup went to fruition, and after going to fruition, what you do, you trash the chart so that you can welcome other setups and avoid confusion and avoid over bias. Like tutaka hapo tukifikiria it's very bullish because of one setup which has gone to fruition. So what you expect price to consolidate again, give us another opportunity, then go back in. So next we start on the Mag 7s, and the Mag 7s we had a very good setup on the Apple trade. So For the Apple trade, very bullish. We had, if you can remember, this was the day of the earnings, and we had a very good breakout. We talked about this, and we have to trash this because we are already past this, and we saw price breaking that resistance, which I'm trashing it right now so that I reduce my niache kukua biased. Anyway, I've trashed this one, and setup went to fruition. The fruition point was at 220s, 220 actually exact, and then we're dropping down. You can see a consolidation, a very healthy one, which has broken out. I think I've been posting this on my TL, Wamideko, on my TL. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm back. I think I'm back. That was a clerical error kidogo. Anyway, here it is. The triangle. Not you cannot. It's not quite visible here, so we go to the 1 hour so that we can at least plot our entries and exits. So there it is. You can see the opportunity from the trough low to the trough high points to this TP. I don't want to draw it again, and because of time, because we have a lot, and I want before the market open, at least we go through the mag 7. So this is the first mag 7, and at least talk about semiconductors kidogo. So this was the breakout point, and price did a very good thing, a classic break and retest. So this is a break and retest I'm talking about. Price races up, breaks that trend line, retests that counter trend line, and then goes to the TP. And as you can see, price is racing up to the TP, and fortunately, with another retracement, with another consolidation, I want to show you. Hey, price bana. This is good price action bana. Huh? Price breaks, retests, moves back up. Definitely it goes in stairs. Checking another setup there. If you want to enter, if you want to have another go, we take this. You can take this counter trend line if you want to buy. If you want to buy there, you can buy here. Then an additional price towards the TP, the higher time frame. So, very interesting to watch. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that one price is fractal, because what happens on the higher time frames, it also happens on the lower time frame, and a consolidation means an opportunity. So that's a consolidation definitely, and if it means another opportunity, we can see an entry, TP, and then stop loss. Pure, simple. Anyway, we go on, and when we're going on, I want to talk about just a moment. Yeah, you can see. No. I'm sorry. Oh, I was looking at comments, and then we have Zach there. Zach is saying hi with the firefires there. So don't worry, I'm alone. I don't have somebody to help me with this, so I'll be doing them myself. So yeah, okay, I'm done there. So I'll just hide this. I was just looking at if there are questions, and there we're back. Anyway, I want us to move on to Microsoft, and we will see this going to fruition. It's a missed opportunity, but we can always come back to it, and we know other opportunities itakuja. Yeah, this is a good play. Anyway, this is Microsoft. Microsoft had okay. I don't post everything, but it had a very good cup and handle. And if you can remember, before the last month's close, we were expecting Microsoft to go to the 470s. And the 470s, why the 470s? We have this setup here on the daily, where we saw price breakout, putting in another higher, another all-time high, and from down here we can see the opportunity race up from there to there. That's the opportunity, and we can see price after breakout pointing to the 470s. I think it's better if you are estimating the height of the opportunity, we estimate it from down there, from I think the 4-hour setup. But we are not interested in that because price already broke out, but we expect price to go to the 470s. So on the 4-hour, I hope I'm not that fast. On the 4-hour, we can see another counter trend line, which was, I think, which was struck up here. This was on Monday. So I want to highlight something about the classicals, and we have very many ways to classify this. It's a continuation triangle. I mean, it's a continuation setup, but we have very different ways to look at it. So what are the different ways I'm talking about? I'm talking about this. Someone will come and tell you this is an inverted head and shoulder, and I want to highlight it to you so that if you're doing the classicals, you know what you're dealing with. So someone can come and say that's an inverted head and shoulder. I want to argue. They call it a continuation trend line, a continuation triangle. But since it's in the middle of price action, I want my head and shoulders. Personally, I want to see my head and shoulders either at the bottom of the price action of the price chart or at the top if it's a reversal. So it's a reversal to me. So what I call it, I'll gladly call it a cup and handle. So there's my cup. I know it's not a very good cup, but it's still a cup. And since it's not that good of a cup, that's why I don't point it out. I didn't call it in. I didn't post it on my TL. Why? Because it will confuse somebody who is not used to classicals. So I'd rather call it that way. But if you advance, there's no need of calling it any name. Why? Because the most important thing of a counter trend, the most important thing of a continuation setup is this line, the counter trend line. So with this, you have your entry. You don't care about anything else. You have your entry. All continuation setups have the same way of estimating the opportunity height, and from this trough low to the trough high, it doesn't change, even if you across board. So you just come here, do this, expect price to raise up there. So you have the same TP, even if you call it a head and shoulder, even if you call it a cup and handle, even if you call it what. So here comes the entry. Here is the TP for this setup, and I had this as my stop loss. So what is the difference? I want to use this as the TP. I'll do this. You remember we had a setup on the 4-hour, which was pointing to the 470s, and the 470s it is. So my RR, I know it will start from here to give me my end, to give me my. I'm showing you how to squeeze everything you can. You use to squeeze an opportunity ile kabisa. Put a chance, squeeze, finya. Anyway, so it starts as there. It gives you a good. It gives you a what will I call it? A good lot size, and after that lot size, you just extend this to here, and you have a 7. And after it meets your TP, what do? I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that, so I'll just go back. Just break even and ride it on risk-free. Anyway, so one of the tactics we'll use going forward. I think last time I showed you on LAM, so this time round I just want to show you on any other thing. So we cannot go back to this if we don't have another consolidation. We don't have another setup to take advantage of this. But if we have a consolidation, that's why I'm trashing this chart. Any drawings, I'm trashing these drawings. So if you can see a consolidation, we can have another opportunity to enter going up. So, but for now, hakuna. So next, it's Tesla. Bana, hii mtachoka. I will be talking about Tesla na ubaya yangu yote. Because Tesla's really obeyed whatever analysis have been I've been talking about Tesla for the longest. Anyway, this one, I'll even have to hide my watch list to show you what we are dealing with. So, this is what we are dealing with. We're dealing with a 3-year long consolidation. And a 3-year long consolidation and a continuation setup. Naonaje? From 2021, November. Price consolidated. And now we are in the verge of a breakout. Actually, pre-market inachezea above that counter trend line. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is what I was talking about. Anyway, moving down, we can see, definitely you can see that head and shoulder there. So we move to the daily, and on the daily you can see that left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. We saw price breaking out, bana. This was the last day of last month. I think this was on Friday. We saw that very clean breakout with actually no retest. So hii ilikuwa tu maini. Anyway, something very clean. We saw that breakout. This was the preferred entry, and then for this head and shoulder, price was racing up towards the 246 area. So you can see it's almost to fruition, and almost to fruition means one thing. It means what? It means price will break out on the higher time frame setup. So if you want to invest, hey, it's been tasema ni advice ama ni nini, but if you want to take something out of Tesla right now, if you want to have if you want to have a positional trade, this is the time to have that position trade. This is the time to scale in. So you have that entry there, and if you can go back to the weekly time frame, we can estimate where we expect price to go to, and we'll estimate just like the rest. Hii kitu haibagui ati tuseme we will use something else sijui nini. No. This is the opportunity expected from here, and it's quite lengthy. So if you have a breakout from there, we can see potentially price racing up to the 445s area. So hey, mtu yote anataka kuweka positional trade, this is your chance to shine. So take advantage of this bana. Take advantage of this bana. Anyway, we'll go back in. I'll go back to the daily. Let's drop down, and if you can see another consolidation, what I'll be doing after above that counter trend line, every consolidation will be a ticket to buy. So buy on every dip. Okay. There was a time when I was an amateur, I was trading. My trading community was from investing.com, where there are charts there where traders go there. So there was something called buy every dip. So it was something Boyd. It was an acronym of buy every dip. Anyway, ilikuwa pale some time back. So what you expect definitely you can see price trading above that counter trend line, and what we expect if you want to take a position trade, this is the right time to take a position trade after the market opens in a minute's time. So there it is. You take a position trade. If you want to get out, you can. If you want to hold, you can just gladly hold to the 450, the 446. But if you want to scale in pole, you can wait for consolidations, buy in and out the bamboo forest. So, anyway, we go on. I bring back my. So, what do you guys want to see? I want to see Amazon right now. Let's see what Amazon is doing. I know we have a minute. So, Amazon is still in consolidation. Nothing much is happening. So we want what I expect from Amazon. I expect something close to this. I want a good consolidation so that I can get a good entry. So that's what I expect from there, and I'm in a hurry because I want to see if we have any opportunity that can. Google, this is Google. Google has a very good counter trend line, and if price happens to go above this after making a sizable retracement, I think I'll be looking to buy Google. So I want to see this. I want to see something sizable around here. When it strikes anywhere from there, I want to see that. breakout. So I'm really glad. I'm really glad Google is doing what it's selling off at the open. So this is the open, and right now, if it decides to pivot from here, I know that will be a good cup and handle because it will be just a kadogo. But I'm really expecting price to break out from this. So what am I doing? Before I go and place trades, if there are trades to place, I want to talk about Nvidia so that we can tumalize the roundup. Yeah, what you call the Mag 7. So we saw this sell off towards the close of last month, and what you can see right now, it's price is trying to consolidate down here. And I don't want to overthink this because what you can see, we can see a head and shoulder. I don't want to even talk about it, but we'll just show you how it looks like. This is a reversal pattern, but it doesn't mean it has to play. And another thing, if you are here for the first time, I don't sell stocks. I only buy stocks. So if if this head and shoulder goes to fruition, I'll just wait and see, but I won't sell. So Mr. Uza. So I'll just ignore it. But right now we can see a lot of rejection when price is trying to approach that neckline. So I want to be selling. So what do I expect? I expect price to still race up and race up how? And I want to see price go above this this print here and potentially see price go above this. Let me show it to you. I want to see price go above this. This is the last lower high when price was going back down. So if price goes above this, I think I'll be confident enough to expect a good consolidation, and definitely I'll just talk about it. I'll just show you to you how I want to see that consolidation happen, and same. I just want to see that my triangle. Nataka kuiona tu vile the way I like it. So I just want to see such a consolidation, then go up. We can take advantage after this counter trend line has been broken. So I'm sorry today. Jesse is not here, so you'll bear with me, and bearing with me means you'll trade stocks. That trade stocks, yeah, man. Anyway, we can see US 30. US 30, I think our entry is already open. Let me see. Yes, I have two positions running right now. US 30 and Nasdaq. Because on live I'm trading the traders competition account. So we go down to I want to go down to this, and I want to take advantage of this. So I'll walk with you. I'll walk you through how I'll place this trade. And, let's see what GS is doing. And GS doesn't want to go back in. And let's take advantage of LAM being the first ticker, and it's really racing. So oh my god, what is happening? Okay, there goes. I wanted to share that. I hope it's visible on your end. So I'll just go here and look for LAM. And here's LAM. And I identify that counter trend line. This is my first ticker. I'm very excited. And after here, kindly remind me if I have to be reminded. I want to go see what AMD is doing. I noticed some very good price action on AMD. So that will be our low. Our low is 1035.07. Our high, our trough high, I call it a trough. Simnajua ile trough ya maji ile. So our high is 10,993 point. Can you see? 0.85. 0.85. So what we do, we go find the difference. 0.85 minus 1035.07. So I'm expecting $58.78 after the breakout. So, and this is a breakout point which I'm expecting, and I think that's a very good entry. 1080.84. So I'll add 80 10 from the 58 1080.84. So I'm expecting price after that breakout to go to 1139. So my long will be at 1080 1080.84, and my out on the higher side, we expect price to go to the 1139.62. So that is that, and I want to show the lines. That's the entry point. The TP is up there, you can see it. So we expect I want something close to semi. Where's a good out? There's a good out, right? There's a good out here. So you can see 2.4. So 1 is to 2.4. And yeah, I want to make my entry. So what will I do? I go to the order position and I confirm again it's a 0.5 trade, 0.5% trade. So the position size is quite low. It's 0.02. It's okay as long as it's accurate. So it's 0.02, and it's a pending position. It's a buy stop, and my entry is at 1080.84, and my stop loss is at 1056. Okay, if you're joining right now, you cannot see my entries. Amwezi ziona hii tabia entry ikwagi ionekanagi on this other side, so please bear with me, but I'll show you once I'm done. I'll just show you it to you how I've just it will be visible on my end, on your end after. So I've just placed it successful. Anyway, I'll just hide these lines, and there we go. If you want another confirmation, you can just go here. Now you can see I have two positions, the US 100, you can say US 30. There were positions we entered earlier, and you can see this is the lamb trade. So we just wait for it to for price to break out. So hakuna force, we just being prepared. Just being prepared for what is happening, what is to come next. So I'll just change my screen back. We go back to, just want to go back to trading view so that we can analyze others. Haija breakout bado, so msidhani ati I'm deep in losses. Anyway, we can go to, I think I want to talk about BlackRock, because BlackRock is doing something funny right now. And what do I mean something funny? We had already spotted something. I don't. Let me trash this before I talk about it. Yes, I think last time we identified a very good consolidation. That is last month, and this is how this consolidation was looking like. Better seen on the daily, a very good triangle. But what do we see price doing? Price fakes out, breaks, karudi chini. So definitely, I told you, if you have to get any other opportunity to buy this, to go back into this trade, it's better if you wait for consolidation in here, or if you don't want to do that, you buy after price breaks this retest high. So what we do, we go on the lower time frame, we see if we can spot any setup. So you can see definitely price is consolidating down here, and what do we see? We can just try and join this. No. You can see price doing what? You can see price making something close to a falling wedge. So price is right now, it's trying to flat with this, and we can see a breakout happening right now. So what we'll do, I want us to take advantage of this, because I've done my homework before starting the stream. So by the way, I'm a very technical guy. You can notice I've not talked about any news which is happening out here, but we'll go to the news part later. So this is the opportunity from this intraday setup So I think don't mind me going to the 15 minutes so that I can have the full squeeze of this opportunity, and that's the full squeeze of it. And after this breakout, which I think has happened in the past, I think it broke out yesterday. We can see if price comes from here, we want to see price racing up to here. So what do we do? Just like the rest, and I told you this is the best way to squeeze everything from a good setup on the lower time frame, and we have a preceding setup on the higher time frame. So we put a clean 1:2 ndio tukue safe 1:2, but I want to show you the trick. So this is a quick 1:2. So after that, we go back to the higher time frame and then extend it. So I want to go do the same on this side ingine. Anyway, I know you get what I mean. So we go to the MT5. So to the MT5, what are we looking for? We're looking for BRK. This is Black Rock. And for the Black Rock, what we do, we introduce. Okay, first we see the entire setup. So don't mind me rushing this, and then introducing counter trend line here. I'm sorry, we can do this. You can see the fake out also on the higher time frame. So first we estimate the height of the opportunity of the higher time frame opportunity. I hope I'll be going fast, but before that, what we do, we can go to the lower time frame, take advantage of the consolidation down there, then we go back up. See, I think it's much better so that we don't miss this opportunity. So you can see the same opportunity, and I just want to use the counter trend line. I don't want to. So that's how it looks like. So for this opportunity, we'll just estimate the opportunity down here. So I'll just estimate from down here. That's a 781.83. And then trough high we have 797.09. Wale wanakuja hapo for the first time, I'm writing it down because that's how I do. So I take the difference, the 797.09 minus 781.83. So that is 15. So 15 from where? I expect price to break out from here. And I think there. That's a good entry. Let me just start from there. So 15.26 plus 789. My God, it was 15.26. 789.55 plus 15.26. So I expect price to raise up to 804.81. So I'll go back here and kawaida, we introduce the position size calculator. That's your best friend. Anyway, so my entry is 789.55, and my TP lies at 804.81. I think you can see my hapo kwa screen. I hope unaona. Anyway, so I want 0.2. I mean I want 1:2. So that will be my out. So that's my out, and I just want it at I'll just take my normal 0.5. Hakuna haraka. Hii dunia ina haraka. I don't want to risk 1%. Why should I? Dunia ina haraka. Mambo pole pole. Anyway, that's my entry, that's my exit. So what do? I make this trade, and I will show you something else. So that's my entry. Let me Let me drop this down here, and we can see the position size says 0.07. So I'll stick to that 0.07 as my lot size, and it's a pending order because it's a buy stop position because price is way above. My entry price is way above what I expect to. It's way above the running ile inaendelea sahi. So the current price which is being traded. I'm sorry, 782 as my stop loss, 0.52. I'm keying it on my. I'm keying my stop, my interest. So huku kwingine ni 804.81, sindio? Now we first place the trade, sindio? Why? It says invalid stop. So let me check out what is happening. So it's 0.07, and I can see my entry is 718. Let me look at this. My entry is 788.90, and my stop loss is 78. What is happening? It's a buy stop. Okay. What I'll do, I'll just do this. What is happening? Oh, price is around there. I think price is above my entry, so I'll just do a normal order. I'll just do a normal market execution, and I'm sorry, I didn't see what is happening, and it seems price is going back up, and since it's going back up, I think I'll just key in my stop loss 782. It's going on. It's a huge spread, but you have to pay. You have to pay. I mean, yes, very successful. So there you go. I know. I hope price will break out, and yeah. Let's go back. Why have I done that? Anyway, we go back and do whatever. I just want to show you on the 4-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour time frame, I want you guys to help me size the opportunity. And this is a trough low, and from the trough low, this is the 752. 752. That's the trough low. 752.39, and my trough high goes to 829.24. I want to show you something. I think it will be very interesting for you to see. So I'll just take the difference. I'm sorry, 829.24 minus 752.39, and we expect 52. We expect 76.85 out of that trade. So what do? 76, and we can see our breakout area. We can see, okay, I don't want to call that our breakout area. I want to call this as our breakout area for the 4-hour time frame. So we are now back to the 4-hour setup. So that being our breakout area, it means our breakout point is 794.41. So I add 76.85 to 794.4. So I expect price to raise up to 871.25. Now what we'll do, we'll go back to let me dismiss this. I'll just take my position size calculator again, and I'm sorry, I don't know why I trashed it, but I had to, so that we can see what is happening down here. So don't worry about the negatives. It doesn't happen down here. It's manageable. We had planned for everything. So my price of entry, it was 7. Let me close this. We can see 788. That's the entry price, 0.71. and we can see the stop loss at 782.52, and we can see price going to potentially 804.81. So us doing that, it was giving us a cool. Let's drop this now. You can see it was on a 0.5 trade. So yes, but what we have a 0.07, and for every 43 we expect price to, let me hide let me hide these lines first, so that if you can place here, you can see a 43.33. No, oh, I don't think you can see it on your end, but it's 43.33 here, as you can see the risk reward on the position size calculator. Now we have our TP for the 4-hour time frame. TP for the 4-hour time frame. So if you come change this, the TP on the lower time frame, to replace it to the 871.25. I want to show you something. That is a 13.33 trade. So even though tuna squeeze out kila kitu. So for $43 we can expect 577. So that's taking advantage of consolidations towards, and this are a discounted entry, so it's called a discounted entry position. So I think nimeonyesha time frame. I think it will be a good time to let me trash this chart kwanza. It's too dirty, and I'll be trashing everything. So there, I think right now it's a cleaner chart, and we can go back to the 15 minutes and see how price is behaving, and it's behaving like that now. Anyway, down, but everything is calculated only 0.5. So I'll go back to the, what I'll do, I'll just go back to the trading view chart, and I told you these are norm. I'll normalize doing this so that you guys can see whatever I'm doing. Now naifanya live, and this is live trading, so buckle up. And first things first, I think I talked about AMD, but before going to AMD, I just want to check on the health of the. I just want to see what is happening on Google. I think it's Google. Google ndio ilikuwa inataka ku break out. So a lot of dancing is happening on Google, and we can see this has been moved. So we still want to see that. That is a counter trend line. It has been moved because of price action. We can't fault it. So we just wait. I hope we see a good consolidation, like I pointed out earlier. So I want to go to AMD before I go on to any other chart. And the AMD, this is what I identified on AMD yesterday, and this is what I identified. This on this AMD on the daily. On the weekly, remember, it's a bullish chart on the weekly. So it is quite unfortunate, since I think last quarter AMD was on a serious sell-off. So, and this sell-off, potentially we might see a good consolidation later, and the price has really tried, and what price has done, it has tried, it has been supported down here, as you can see. We have somewhat of a reversal, and what makes me think that price will go up, we have price has beaten this point, and this is the point I'm talking about. This was the last lower high, and you can see price raise up above that, and now what we can see a consolidation after that, and this consolidation gives birth to a counter trend line, and this, I mean, it gives birth to a continuation setup, and we can see a counter trend line. So I was not misplaced nikisema counter trend line. So what I want to see a very good entry here, and then we see price racing up. So this is what I'm expecting from AMD. Do I want to take this setup? Not really. Since it's the first setup after the reversal, I just want to scout it and see what is happening. So After this setup runs to fruition, it means originally the price it has started consolidating on the daily amount, on the actually on the weekly. No. So if you see price moving towards this weekly, this TP, it means price it has started consolidating, and the consolidating I would like to see definitely this type of consolidation before making another break much higher. So this is what I'm looking at. The break much higher, I think I can extend it to there. So it's a wide play, and nothing I can do about it right now. What I can just do is just watch and potentially see where price is going. So hizi ni zile we wait and see. It's a wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. Kuna haraka, but very interesting. I will not be surprised being one of the chip names which will be making a difference come this making a difference this quarter. And it has been a lagging it has been a lagging chip name as compared to the Nvidias and the Avgos and the Avgo I mean yeah, by Avgo, I mean TCM, I mean the SMIC, SMCI, and the rest akina Micron. But Micron was doing good. So what was lagging was AMD and Intel. So I think also Intel is trying to do something. So, but it is stuck in a huge range. As you can see, last quarter has been that rangy, but it is having a very bad I think 2024 it is a very bad. It has had a very bad 2024, the bad year as compared to AMD, which is only experiencing a bad quarter. So I expect AMD to perform much better than Intel. So since Intel, I think I talked about the business model. They changed the business model, and they want to do they want to do something called a price. It is a pricing strategy where they decided to sell their chips at a lower cost as compared to the industry standard, which will definitely affect them. So, and how will it affect them? It will affect them revenue wise. So isn't it tutaendelea to we'll continue talking about them because I think it's the best time to start talking about them because this is another earning season, we have just entered another earning season. So being another earning season, we'll be going inside and talking about this. Let me show you. We'll be talking more about these financials. We'll see the earnings, we'll see the revenues, we'll see the dividends if the company offers dividends, and we'll see how it affects the charts. So, and the stocks to be specific. But this is a place to be. This is a place to be. See forex peke yake, see commodities peke yake, stocks. Stocks ziko hapa, delivery yake out of this world. Anyway, I don't want to continue blabbering about that, and I want to go to what are the stocks name. I mean the chip names. What are they doing? I mean, what is the crypto doing? What is cryptos doing? And for cryptos, before looking at what the Bitcoin is doing, because that's one of the key indicators of how Coinbase will operate, and we can see right now Bitcoin is down 2.48%. Definitely, it will affect Coinbase, and we can see Coinbase opening lower on the day. And lower on the day is what we see. You remember us identifying this continuational setup, and I think I just commented on somebody on I think on the TL. Somebody I follow, the very good stock trader. He was saying you won't be surprised to see Coinbase rallying to the 220s to 230s before the end of the year, and I agree, and I agree, and I agree. Why? We can see a continuation of trend line. This is an estimation from the trough low to the trough high, definitely. So it's not see it in guesswork. So estimated, let's say it breaks out around there, we can see price going to the 320s. So yeah, you can see 320s. So What next? What next? Because we don't want to go to the nitty gritties of this, because what we had a very challenging last month because we had not identified this point D, and I'm glad we did identify that, and yeah, CRE we cannot print another point D and move this. It can always happen before a breakout. Your point D is not constant, but let's wait and see. So I want to check on the health on the others before we dive into anything else. Let's first check on the health of our setups, our running setups. So this is what we're looking at, and yes, that is doing very healthy. It's healthy. It's healthy because CRT may sell off, and this one Nasdaq. Nasdaq is playing above, so that's green on us. We don't have a setup on the US 500. I don't want any setup on the US 500. It'll be over. Itakuwa ndani sana. Anyway, I think we were seeing a sell-off, and we can see now price is trying to go towards breakout, and we know we have a pending order of this one, so it's doing good. We can see GS. GS, I don't have an entry but yet. I'm speaking on an entry on the traders competition. So that's it. That's the entry on the account which I'm sharing here. So we don't have any entry, but we want to see price going back down. If price goes back down to the retest, if it decides to retest, if price decides to retest, we will make an entry here and go back up. But taking full advantage of that, setup on the 4-hour, you can see a very good entry which was to be activated yesterday, and you can see price going towards the TP. Anyway, and we go to JP Morgan. Nothing to talk about JP, but we can see a consolidation, and I hope it will consolidate to give us a good breakout. We can see this setup on Apple, which is going to fruition step by step, pole, and yeah, very excited to see that. And I don't know where my Tesla has gone. Where's Tesla? Hey, I'm at Tesla. Where is Tesla? Isn't it was if I course one? So I'll just take my Tesla back up. Hey, what is happening? They thought I won't see that. Anyway, I know it's just an error, a normal error. So next, we go to Tesla. So we expect price to go up to fruition. I'm telling you guys, delivery of stocks, my friend, it's on another level. Honestly, last month I had a 58% hit rate with very many mistakes at the beginning of the month. The previous month I had I think 70% hit rate. Normally, when I was trading the others, I think with the same setup, with the same what I call with the same style of trade, with the same strategy, I was scoring 40% and below when I was trading the forex and the other pairs. So I think this is my home now. That's why when I shifted to stocks, I decided to remain stocks. So we have a breakout, and this is something very nice. And I think I'll just buy. Uh, Nobody can fault me for buying. Just buying. I just buy Tesla, and hopefully we see price going high and high and higher. But hey, this is very exciting. That is a very ideal entry point, but and we know our exit is at the 446. So if I decide to do this, because I already know my exit, like profit in the 446. Hiyo si lazima niambiwe 446 because I've been yapping about this for the longest. So If you have even to go back down here, you take a 5. Go to sawa. We're doing this on the daily, my friend. Hey, jamani, bariki wengine sasa. Hey, anyway, let's go to the mini chat and try and do something. Try and I think and see if we can get an entry. Anyway, acha tuende site ingine. And I think this is HFM. Don't mind me, I'm alone today, so I'll have to bore you and bore you and bore you. I think we can see BlackRock is doing well. And let's go to Tesla. And I think I'll just make an entry. At a go, ile a jump, I'll just make a quick entry. Ile I'll just use 0. Let me just use a 0.1 entry. Ni one of the stocks I don't care, I just buy. That will be just there. Hiyo itakuwa tu hapo. Hiyo kuna mtu anaweza niambia anything. And what I'll just do, I'll just this Tesla we already at 3. And what I'll just do, I'll just modify this. And for modifying, I'll just say 446 point. It's just 446. And then I just want to go to the other side and confirm it was our 92. So our 92 breakout. So and it's way down. So 190. Let me place it at 194, and it's modified. Okay, wait and see. Everything is doing good. My Nini is doing well. I think I have a very healthy portfolio right now. I think you can see it. That's the healthiest portfolio I've ever seen. And if you can see it, it's doing well. And hopefully we can have a breakout on LAM and still continue printing. Take advantage of this banner. This is free. This is free education. Free. I should be charging you guys. Anyway. I want to go back to my trading here. This is free education. Ding, ding, ding. That's Tesla for you. And nowadays I don't like doing this because let me just put it entry. So you can see that's the entry point. It was not down there, it was up here. So let me just confirm on this other side. My entry point was at 239.49, 239.49, 239.49. So let's go to the 239.49. 49. And just those you don't care, you just enter. That's it. You don't care, just enter. Just enter. Yeah. Anyway, we go check on others. And I want to talk about. Let's see how Adobe is doing. Adobe is another Tesla for me. Why do I say that? On the weekly, it's a very good setup. On the weekly, on the monthly, actually. So, what do you see? You can see a very good continuation setup. And down to the weekly, I think it will be much visible if I remove that. So I'm really expecting price to break out. So what do we do right now? We wait for consolidation inside here. So inside here we can see a consolidation. You can just see after this earnings. I think we talked about the last month we saw earnings for Adobe, and after this gap up, price moving back up. So what is happening? We have already filled, and if you can remember on Adobe last month, I had pointed out this, and what you can see, price has already filled that gap down. This is the gap down which was this is the first quarter's earnings report gap down, and this here and this year is Q2 gap down. Now, what is very good about it, actually today we've just filled in the Q1 gap down. So price is slowly flipping to the bullish side. So if I do this, you can see price has just peaked above that. We expect a good continuation, come breakout. So what we can do, we can go down to the 4 hour, we can see if the prices started consolidating, and hopefully we can see this consolidation come to fruition and give us a very good entry. So we expect a price to consolidate here to give us something. So also something to watch. I think I saw something on Netflix. I saw something on Netflix, and I think now you can see it too. It's a very clear consolidation, and apart from how Netflix moves, because Netflix inaweza kutenda, so be careful when trading Netflix. Why? It is very volatile, and by volatility, we can see this volatility which happened last quarter. I think this is early last month, and I really ilinident kidogo, especially when the month was starting. And this is what you can see. You can see a very good triangle which broke out, then went back in. So kama ulikasirika, couldn't find this setup. We were even trying to get this breakout again. No, get a consolidation towards the TP, and we didn't get any. So if it squeezes you out, find a way to make another entry, and you can see price went to fruition. So this is see Jabba, something which is happening. It is happening, my friend. So what is happening right now? We can see another consolidation, and hopefully it will break out, and it will be a clean break. But if it won't be a clean break, what we expect price to consolidate back in, and then take advantage of the next breakout. So this is something to watch. So Netflix is up there with Adobe. They need to be partners. So before I go on, I think I'll just talk about the banking stock, the rest of the banking stocks which I watch, and I think we can talk about BSC. And I'm very, very interested in BSC because I saw FTMO offers BSC as the only banking stock, and that's low. Hata ili wangetupea GS na JP Morgan. Anyway, we can see a consolidation which added up to nothing. It's not a consolidation which gives us any. It is not giving us any breakout, any setup, because this is not a setup. If I have to use this, it is not any setup one. I don't want to force it. See, it's dark force. Unaona paka triangle limeangalia nyuma. Have you ever seen that? So that's nothing. So we won't force it, but it's a consolidation which broke out, and I think sometime last month we identified a very good consolidation in here, which we played, but it eventually, we broke even. We didn't take anything out of that. You remember this? And we played it to here, and then we saw price coming back down. Anyway, it happens. So next, we can see this is Citibank. Citibank with the consolidation moving past and above the higher high. No setup again. So nothing to see there. And what we can do, we can come back up and look at the health of our trades. Hiyo ni lazima. We have to continue. We have to keep monitoring. This is called management of running trades. So we're still doing well. No complaints. Very good actually. And I think no, not that one. Still very healthy, but very slow. I'm talking about US 30. Very healthy, but very slow. We really need some juice to get it back up above today's high. If that is possible, price will be trading above our entry point. So here we have lamb. Lamb is towards breakout, and I don't know if I've been already filled in on that. And let me check it out. Not yet to be filled, but tunajongea, naendelea karibia. Anyway, what else? What else do I have? I have Tesla. Tesla is very peaceful today, printing some good prints, definitely. And we can look at Google. Is it Google which was making some very good, which we identified a good counter trend line? So this is a very a good and a potential setup. And yeah, By the way, my aim this I think I hope I make a 10% above 10% this month, and yes, you will be here. We will be trading with you guys, and why not make that 10%? So yeah, just wait and see, and let's check on Apple. Apple is back down, and this is a consolidation which is happening on the lower time frame on the 15. My lower time frame is 15 minutes. Anything lower than that is scalping for me. So we can see this consolidation happening. Is it healthy? Very healthy. And what can we look at? And let's identify. We had identified something before. It's on the 5 minutes, but I told you I don't take 5 minutes trades. We identified this cassette up here, if you can remember, before market open. Prices sneak you down when you go to the lower time frames. We can have price racing up and back down. You can be easily be stopped out. So it's good to take care and just play where you're comfortable with. But if you have to identify a setup, we can see setups all over at the lower time frames. If you're a good scalper, you can know how to scalp this, but no, that's not my cup of tea. So back up, go back up, and we see something else. And should we go to the commodities to know what commodities are doing on the rest? I call them the rest because I'm not interested in doing them, in trading them. I used to be a fan, no longer a fan. So you can see what DXY is doing. Wow, massive sell-off, my friend. What? Kumewaka wapi huko walai? Anyway, that's a huge sell-off, but a very good continuation trend line. What I can just see a consolidation trend line. Don't mind me. That's how my brain works. And yeah, if price decides to go back up, if we can see the the interest rate pausing continue, and we can see a very hawkish, we can see a very hawkish dollar because it is inverse. We see if we see price, if we see, I'm sorry, interest rates hiking, it's very inverse to the exchange rate. The exchange rate it gets stronger. Yeah, yeah. It's not inverse actually. It's actually it gets stronger. The dollar gets stronger. So if we see another hike or a pause, it means the nini is very strong. So NFP will give us numbers to ponder about. But really, mimi currency, by the way, huko, I just decided to leave you guys there. But I'm not that I don't know what is happening. Thing is, it's very wiki. It means a lot of not good price delivered for me. So this is how it looks on the weekly. Don't want to talk about that a lot. So we just look at DXY. I still expect DXY to obey this channel. So I expect DXY to go up, and I test it. But it won't do that if we don't break, if price doesn't break this resistance point. So I'm just brushing through this. I don't want to talk a lot about that because I'm not a specialist here. So the rest is, it's an inverse. The rest is, it will happen the same across the, what do we call it? Across the majors. So I just want to speak a little about gold. Gold. What do we see on gold? You can see a good consolidation. I'll analyze it the way I don't want to call out the gaps, the ninis, the. I'll just use my system the way I use it. So if I was trading this, I could be right now. I think I could be in a trade because you can see a good breakout today, and this breakout was, I think, 2 hours earlier, 2 hours before this. So this could be my entry. This could have been my entry, and this could be. Sijui kama ita flow, but what we'll do, we'll just tutaiweka tu hapo. I think last month we outlined a trade showing you dollar, I mean gold appreciating, and we potentially see price go to there. So how will be my RR if it obeys? You can see price hii ndio ingekuwa RR yangu, that is quite conservative. It's a 2.7. So what we'll see here, please don't make this trade, Aki. Please, I know it's not my strength. This is not my strong point. So if if it was stocks, hey, you could have trusted me more if it was stocks. But right now, this is uncharted waters. Not uncharted really, because I was trading this, but fruition. The delivery was not as good as whatever I see on the other side. So this is it. You expect price to go higher and higher and higher. So yeah, clear apple. Just see that, and I think I'll just go to the daily, and because you can't talk about gold without talking about silver. I think silver has the same setup, same setup. And let me go to the 4 hour so that we can outline this. No, it's better if we do this on the. Let me do this. Put the channel down. It's a good channel, and we can see silver breaking that channel north. And what we can see if we go to the 4 hour, we can see price broke out, I think, in the last 4 hours. So what do we expect? We expect price to raise up from here to here. There was a time, actually, I've really enjoyed trading my commodities, but it reached a point the delivery was not to my liking, so I had to slide out. And yeah, I was once the Chuma Chuma boys, so that is a very good entry for a breakout trader. So this could have been my very good entry here. What am I doing? It's a very good entry there. I need to the exit, and then this is a very good exit up here. 1:2 to 1:2, 1:2.26. So just dismiss this and replace with this. Hey, ikiingiana ununue lunch au cabbage. Inaitwa cabbage anyway, Twitter slang. It's a SL there. You can see the TP there. Why am I doing this? I am doing this to avoid a lot of distractions because I think okay, a lot of colors on the screen. So yeah, that's my analysis, and I think it coincides with this. It coincides with the resistance point, so we might potentially see price racing up to there. So what else? What else are we looking at? We can look at oil and see what oil is doing. Oil on the daily, you can see oil on the daily trying to consolidate. Oil on the weekly is still in a consolidation mode. I don't want to talk a lot about that. I think Jesse is way suited to do this. I don't play oil. Oil is shiny on a candle, so I don't really do it. So what I can see is just price, yeah, price trying to consolidate. Or what you can see, it's a retracement. I want to tell you it's a consolidation, and we don't have another. We can see a good consolidation here. So apart from that, we can talk about crypto. We can see how what Bitcoin is trying to do. This charting is pro bono. It's pro bono. Nobody is paying. It's free. So these are my opinions. I'm not charging anybody for any services. So the only thing I can charge you, I can just tell you to like, retweet if you're on Twitter. Yeah. By the way, if on YouTube, you can just go there, subscribe to our channel. Yeah. This this is what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. I can see a triangle, and let me extrapolate it to you well here. Let me use this, and that's what I see. Is that the final point D? I don't know. If price goes lower than this, I'll just have to move this point D. So, but on the weekly, that's how it looks like. And if you see a breakout, you can expect price to go much higher. So I don't want to talk about that stake couple because we really need to go back to our stocks, and our stocks are ranging. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening, Buana. And where do we start? We start from the top. We check on the health of our stock, of our trades. That is happening. Tesla is the only thing which is going and going and going. So this is happening. Rangy. It's rangy, you guy, my guy. Nothing is happening, but above our entry point. That's the best thing about it. And we can go to Lam. Lam is back down, still ranging since the open. If you can go to the 15 minutes, you can see price has not yet printed another high of the day. So still ranging. We can go to GS. GS is still ranging, but something funny is happening on the lower time frame, but on the 5 minutes. So I don't want to take this, or should I? No, that's on the 5 minutes. I will be going against my strategy. So Apple right now is trying to consolidate back down. So if we see this retracement sum up to anything, we can take another trade. So what we expect a good consolidation before breaking out towards the 223s area. So uh, back down, we can see the forever bullish setup on Tesla. Tesla has broken a 3 year continuation setup. Oh my god! Do you know what that means? Hey, yeah. On this on the daily, this is a H and S. This H and S opportunity runs to 246. What do you notice after the breakout? It made us straight. Hey, when Tesla fanatics come back, they come back in strong. We are the fanatics who I'm talking about. I am a fanatic of Tesla, and a proud fanatic. So I want to see what Amazon is trying to do. Amazon has just retested this counter trend line, which I had identified earlier. But what we need to do, we need to trash this because I told you it was not a very good setup. That's why I didn't post it yesterday because it appeared yesterday. And what you can see right now, you can see price going back in. And for price going back in, we can hope to see a good consolidation so that price can move back much higher. So I want to go to the daily and dismiss this, and I want to trash this because we are already past here, and we already reached the tulifika. We ended this. The setup ran to fruition. So what you can see right now, we can just wait for a good consolidation, and it's very good to trash your chart so that it reduces confusion, and you can easily see what price is trying to tell you, and not trade what you are telling yourself. So this is what is happening, and back to Meta, we can see what Meta is trying to do. Meta is still in consolidation, and still in consolidation. It can, I don't, God forbid, but why God forbid? If price decides to do it, it will do it. What we can see price trying to print a H&S, and that's a reversal. If price decides to go much lower, if we have very bad news, but we don't have bad news right now. I don't think Meta is still doing good. Nothing bad is happening. It has happened to this point yet. You can see that's a shoulder. You can see another. You can see the head here, and potentially, I'm just trying to speculate. Nothing permanent. If we see price going lower, we can see a reversal, but it will be only confirmed if price goes below. If price goes below that neckline. So don't overthink it because we don't even have a breakout yet, and stocks always go up. Anyway, for a very healthy company and a Mag 7, I don't think we need to be very. You can see it has happened before. It's not the first time. So you can see this head and shoulder, a good breakout, and price just raced down. This was early. I think this was last quarter, and now we can see price coming back up. So it's not something we have dismissed, but it's not something we expect to happen because it's one of the. I think Meta right now is one of the fairly valued, if not an undervalued stock right now. Unlike Nvidia is overvalued. And, yeah, hope we see better price action. I hope we see price going and consolidating here. Yes, tukipewa hiyo tutafurahi. Anyway, I want to talk about something else. I want us to go through the Avgo trades. By the way, remember I've just remembered I had this trade here on BlackRock. Doing good, nothing much. Actually, doing very good. I think I'm 0.5. The portfolio, my portfolio is 0.5 up. Haha, nice. Anyway, we can check out on what Qualcomm is trying to tell us. And Qualcomm, actually, what happened? The chip names had a huge sell-off towards the close of last quarter. I mean, last quarter and last month. So the last week was a huge sell-off, and price is trying to consolidate back up. And I think the same is happening on Broadcom. And Broadcom actually it's the lead of the consolidation. You matter even Nvidia. So if we see a very good consolidation, I'll be grateful. We can see SMCI printing another D here, point D here, for the setup we had identified on the daily. And if we can see a good breakout and price decides to go back up, it's very good to play that one. Remember, we talked about this last quarter. So something to watch, because our first one was here. It was a very tight triangle, if you can remember. So what price did? Price just broke out and then rest back. It rest back down when the sell-off started of the semiconductors, and that's normal price action, because we were talking about the last week, were the last day of last month and last week really, yeah. We were talking about portfolio rebalancing, and we saw cheap names which were very bullish that quarter and the previous quarter. A lot of profit taking was being people were taking profit on the cheap names, and now I think they are at a very good spot of buying cheap names. If you're an investor, not if you're a trader. A trader, you have to wait for a breakout. But cheap names are, I think they are very good right now. You can see a very good. We can see prices. We can see a discount, definitely a discount. So this is TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, and we can see price trying to consolidate. Actually, I thought I thought Broadcom was actually leading, but definitely TSM is doing much better than Broadcom. Why? We can see price already almost zapping out the previous previous high. So what I can call the all-time high, it was almost there. But what we can expect price to go back down. This is what we see here. If we can see price going down to there, we can potentially see a very good setup. Hopefully a triangle. Then it will be ready for play. So if it decides to go down from here, the better. So because we will have what we call a counter trend line ready for us to take advantage of. But unfortunately, HFM doesn't offer TSM. So going forward, I think we saw about AMD. We can go down to see what Micron is trying to do. Micron is still down there, still trying to recover from the sell-off last week. Intel, we spoke about Intel. Coinbase is still trying to do nothing. Yeah, we talked about that. Here we have, I think this has just gone to fruition. We talked about Hilton last time, and we missed the entry. We don't have even we were unable to catch the train. So I'll just trash this and this, so that we can allow price to consolidate and potentially give us something else to watch. So this is a consolidation here we are watching. And we can't see any setup yet, because what I call point C is above point A, so this qualifies to be our point A now. So this is my point A. I'm dismissing this, because I know people might ignore it, and they will ignore it, and the setup won't be to my liking. So we go back to the 4 hour, and then we look at what Booking is doing. Booking Holdings, definitely, who doesn't know Booking? Booking is, can we say, Airbnb? It was one of the first, it has the same model as Airbnb. And Booking, it retraced on the 4 hour. It is on a bullish trend. It retraced on the 4 hour, and hopefully we will see price consolidating, because price is moving back up. So it's in consolidation mode. And I hope we see price going higher, and then something to watch. Netflix, talked about Netflix, and it's trying to go up. And what can we look at next? I think we've looked at most of these. And we can talk about what? We can talk about Into. Into had a very, very funny setup. Not a funny setup, but a very good setup on the weekly, I think on the monthly. We have a cup and handle, a classic cup and handle. As you can see, I think on the weekly is much better and much clearer. and it's almost breaking out of the counter trend line. And here you can see it. Let me correct that. There we go. There we have a very good cap. A very good cap. And we have a handle here. And if you remember, we were talking about this low here. Into is a parent company for this thing. You know, QuickBooks. QuickBooks. This is a parent company of QuickBooks. So we can see price is almost breaking out, and if it breaks out, you have a very good bullish run, which is supposed to go on for, I think, yeah, it can go for even a month. I mean, it can go for even a year. I won't be surprised to see that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So we expect price to go up and up and up. So I noticed something yesterday. Don't know why I don't have Reddit here, but I think I'll just add it. Reddit, RDT. So I spotted the setup on Reddit, and a good triangle actually, and it is already broken out. You see, this Reddit issued an IPO last week, last quarter. I think this is the first day of trading Reddit. That was 21st March. So it's last month actually, towards the end. And you can see a very good breakout here. And we can hope for price to go higher. So price will potentially go to, is it accurate? Yes, that's okay. You know, this is very rare for a stock which has been issued an IPO. Most of the stocks sell out. I remember when Lyft was being issued, and I remember the IPO for even the IPO for Uber. There was a huge sellout, a huge sell-off. I mean, especially the same day it comes up. So I think what the guys were, I think what investors are looking at, we don't really have very many social media stocks apart from, let's say, Meta, and before we had Twitter. So you see, Twitter is no longer an option, and I know we have Snapchat, but Snapchat is not doing that good, and Reddit is doing. We know Reddit doing really well, and I think they are taking advantage of that because yeah, we don't have a lot of social media stocks, and I think it will perform really well, really well. So as you can see, price might be going to the hundreds and if I was to play this, unfortunately HFM doesn't offer this, so I'll just take a, yeah, that is a good place to enter and exit. It's too low though. That's a good exit. I think that's a 3, 1:3. And I hope someone called Jesse is holding his Reddit because he had a Reddit running trade. So I expect price to still be very bullish towards the hundreds. So something to watch. Very interesting to watch. So we'll be watching it. Let me trash this, and then kama kawaida, do it the way I do. That's a very good entry. And if there are continuational setups, you can identify them towards TP and take advantage of it. If you have Reddit on if your broker has a Reddit. So I think I've just talked about I've talked about Reddit. I want to talk about XOM. XOM uh, XOM is one of the energy names, and we can see, I think we had spotted this. It was a channel down, but we can see price spiked down and then back up. So if we have to do this, it's no longer a very good channel. So what I'll just do, I'll ignore this lower trend line and work with the counter trend line here, and we can see price pipped above there and then went back in. So what is happening right now, we can see price consolidating and trying to move above the consolidation. So move above the retest high. So this is actually not a retest, this is actually a fake out, because price doesn't have a clear break and retest. So if you want to take advantage of XOM, I don't think Nani offers XOM, HFM. Let me just see if it is offered. Just a minute. I'm here all alone. This is the side, and equities or shares, US shares, XOM. We don't have M zone here. Oh, actually, we have Exxon. Oh, wow. Let's see how we can take advantage of that. So what I'll do, I'll just let me close this. So if you have this on, if the broker has this, I think we can take advantage of that. And the interest point will be this consolidation in here. So what I expect price to do, I expect price to go down. And if it goes down, I expect if it pivots from there and goes down, I expect price to move much lower. Let me show you. Price has been going up, this and this and this and a breakout. If it breaks out, I expect price to continue going much higher, and it will be a very substantial breakout because as you can see, we have this. We have if price goes to fruition after a breakout, we can see price going above the fake out high. So something to watch. So this something to watch. Interesting. I didn't know we have Exxon on our end. So this one to watch. So I was to talk about Palantir, and the Palantir, it's one of the my favorite, but unfortunately, HFM doesn't have this tick on board, and it's clear. You can see that cup and handle. Do I have to outline it? But if you cannot see it, I'll just show it to you. This is what happened. And why do I see the cup and handle? Before, if you can remember, last month we had identified a very good, we had seen a very good triangle, which popped out, and then price just went back in. And I want to show you that triangle. So you can see, we can agree that's a cup and handle. We can see this counter trend line. So we expect price to move above that. And you can see price going much higher and higher. So I want to show you the triangle, which it failed. Actually, it failed. Why? Give you my whys. That C, that was my point D. So what happened here? We saw price breakout, and we were expecting price to race up towards the. Let me show it to you. We were expecting price to race up towards the 28th. So towards the 28th, it reached halfway the profit, and halfway. What do I do halfway? I break even. So and the price went back in to the entry point and closing my position. So this was the halfway. So price went to here. After reaching there, I broke out. We break even because I was not trading it. Why? Because it is not an available tick on my end. So, but it is a very interesting stock. Actually, very interesting. I think sijui wiki moja ikienda bila mimi kuongelea Valentine, I think I can get sick. So it's another Tesla of me, my Tesla. It is my Tesla stock. Another mini Tesla. So anyway, this is it going down. So what I expect before before this breakout, right now, or on the current trend, the current setup which is on right now before the breakout. What I'd like to see, I'd like to see a consolidation, uh, giving us a better view of what, a better view of what's this, a better view, a better entry, and a confirmation, a setup inside the setup, confirming, giving us more confirmation. And what I want to see price consolidating before breaking out. I think it will be a very good breakout if it does that. So even the rejection I'm kind of seeing right now, I'm sorry, even the rejection I've seen when prices just approached the counter trend line. You can see this rejection, I think, on the 4 hour. If it decides to go down, it will be very much welcomed, so that we can see price moving much higher. So moving forward, I think I'll just talk about Mara. But before that, let us check on the health of our trades. And the health of our trades, I think it looks very fine. I think only on Nasdaq, because you can see Nini moving much down. You can see US 30 turning red. So Nasdaq is very healthy, and we can also see US 30 moving down. But this is crazy. Don't know why it's happening, but it's almost halfway towards our stop loss. But who cares? Because it's only a 0.5. Anyway, I think it will just recorrect itself. You can see it on the 15 minutes. It's just playing games. But yeah, we identify our setup. We play our setup. We play what the price has offered. If it decides to go down, well and good. Why are we to complain? What we can just do, we cannot win always, but we can manage our losses, and that's what we are doing. We are managing whatever is happening. So I think we are in the next hour. The next hour, you can see Lam is still trying to go out of that consolidation. Don't we are yet to have a breakout, so just wait. And what else do I have? Tesla, my God, inaendelea kuprint. Our setup, our H&S has already run to fruition. So what we do? What do we do? We trash the chart. We trash our drawings. And we trash our drawings. Don't know why I'm using this like an amateur. Confirming our reversal. And since our reversal is confirmed, what else are we doing? We are now playing a continuation on the higher time frame. This is what I subscribed for when I was subscribing to trading. This is exactly what I subscribed for. So looking very good, pretty nice. So what else do I have on board? I think I have BlackRock. BlackRock is playing around, same way as US 30 is doing. So you can see BlackRock trying to come back down, but still above entry. So what I can see here, just a moment. Black, where's black? It's BlackRock down here. Okay, I've just moved to the other side. Yes, still playing above the entry point. So by not by much, I think it's just playing around the entry point. And what is worrying right now is the one and only, the 30. And if we can do some diagnosis tuangalie what is happening, nothing much is happening. Actually, it is like it wants to consolidate and we move our C's and we move our points. So eventually it will just break out tena if we have to move our counter trend line. So, but the thing is, it didn't. Price has not yet gone above. It has not yet gone above point C. So I understand the consolidation, and yeah, we understand. But why? But what? If you have to get out, we can get out and scale back in. Prepare a chance to do that. So nothing much to see on that side. And what you can see, I think we can look at what April is doing. People wants to go back up, and very much welcomed. I think it will be supporting. It will support the Dow Jones kidogo because it's one of the Dow Jones pairs and tickers. And what do we see? I think we can see LAM going up and up, and yeah, LAM is printing well. What you can see. What is AMD doing? Still trying to go up. You're not planning to play AMD and Netflix. I'm going over the setups which were very promising. So, okay, nothing yet. I'm sorry. Nothing yet. So, safe to go to Mara and finish up on my watch list. We're going down to Mara. Mara definitely. Mara is a tech. It's a crypto stock. So this Mara is playing around. I think I saw a 10%. I think on Monday, it printed at 10%. So actually at 13.65%. So it was huge, and it was driving a statement that praises. I think cryptos it's back up, but nothing much to see. You can just see a very weak consolidation. You can see all these weeks. All these weeks means you don't have good volume on backing it. And actually, let me see what is the volume here. You can see not very good volume backing it because volume of 7M. And let me go to the 1 hour and see volume of actually very good volume backing this, but we see short-term traders, we can see long-term holders. That's why price is very weaky. You can see quick in, quick out, and that's why kuna hizo the weeks. So we go on to Shopify, and Shopify, this is a retail stock, and for a retail stock, we can see it obeying this channel, and we had identified this gap down. The gap down was courtesy of last quarter's earnings report. And now what we can see a continuation of, we can see a consolidation on the lower time frame towards the upper trend line. And what can we see on the consolidation? I think we can see something close to a flag. Can you see it? I can spot it. It's a flag. You can see a consolidation here. That's the counter trend line. And we can see here on the low, you can see that. So it's somewhat it's just a continuation of triangle. It's a continuation setup because this is a triangle. Is this a flag? Hata confused kidogo. Anyway, it is just breaking out. I think I'm very interested in playing this if the broker offers it. So what you can see price breaking out of here, and this setup will spring price above the falling channel. So that being the TP, we can have this as the entry, and we can have, and we can have, no. We can estimate our setup. But first, I'll have to go to and our setup. That's a fair. That's a fair RR, and we can see that. No, no. Anyway, okay. Let me go back to. I want to go back here and see if I can identify it as a symbol. And is it a symbol here? Shopify. No, here we have Salesforce, we have Starbucks, but we don't have Shopify. So our loss. Anyway, not really a loss, but we have so many things to play, and oh, I think I'm happy kidogo because I can see you started trying to go back up. I'll keep watching. Definitely, if your portfolio turns red, you know the stocks which you actually it is a research where when your portfolio is red, you keep on checking it on it as compared to when your portfolio is green. So my portfolio is not red, but I have a red stock. I mean, I have a red ticker and a symbol which is US30. So definitely I'll be worried and just hope, really hope, yeah, price doesn't get to my stop loss. But if it does, I'm not that attached to it because it's only a zero 0.5. It won't dent me. So that there isn't those are the perks of why. Those are the perks of a risk management and a risk formula. And yeah, that's why. Anyway, going down, let's go down to Hood, and that's Robin Hood. Robin Hood is a do you know Robin Hood is a broker actually, and cuts across. I think the option market, the crypto market, the everything market. So it was listed, and I think 2020 it rose to popularity. So we don't have much to see here because you can see price is very bullish. And apart from bullishness, we can see price consolidating on the 4 hour. Better seen on the 1 hour, but the consolidation still on the low because I think this is a very tight counter trend line, which has been dismissed by one to fake outs. So it's not a solid counter trend line, and we better yet if you can see price going much higher and print some a high here, and then price continues down to consolidate before breaking out. So nothing much to talk about the Hood trade. So I want to talk about Moderna, and Moderna is just on a sell-off, and I don't like stocks which are selling off. And I think this one of the biotech companies which performed well because of Corona, and right now we don't have a pandemic. And what I think we can check on what is this other company, the biotech company starting with P. Let me check something out. Pfizer. Let's see how Pfizer is behaving right now. I think it's still doing nothing much. The sell off all over. So just ignore it. So Illumina, nothing to talk about Illumina. Illumina is still disappointing and still selling off. So nothing to talk about Illumina. Actually, let me trash Illumina. Why is it? Okay, I know the broker is offering Illumina, but nothing. It's not even bullish. So I'm just trashing it. Let's see what Teva is doing. Teva is another biotech company, which right now looks to consolidate. I think the past 3 days it has been buying and going up. So something funny. Okay, not funny. Some fact is tomorrow. Tomorrow is 4th of July, and 4th of July it's Independence Day in the US, so the stock market will be closed, and I think a better part of Friday, nothing much will be happening. So unfortunately, tomorrow I'll just talk about. I'll just do I think an hour to show you where price has closed. Uh, price price today closes, and yeah, it is like a 3 day week for the stock market. So that's it. That's Teva. Uh, we go back up, and since I've just finished my watch list, because down there is Reddit. We've already talked about Reddit, so I'll just come here and bring this up. That's BlackRock because it's one of the tickers which are I'm looking at, and one of the running pairs, one of the running tickers on my end. So I want to look at the health of my portfolio on this other end. And I think BlackRock is not red, it's actually playing about my entry. Uh, US 100 is green. Okay, let me show you on this other side. You msiseme ati when I'm going red, I don't want to show you. No, nothing to hide. I'm very confident of my trades. So there it goes. And Tesla is doing the Lord's work, 30. And as you can see, US 100, 22. Yes, 30 is not doing well because of that sell-off. We have already spoken about that. We've spoken about that. And BlackRock is not doing good, but price is still flirting with the counter trend line. So I mean the entry point. That's why it's only 3. We are not even that red. So overall the portfolio is still up. I think $15. So in total, I think I'm risking around 2% right now. It's 2% running. So not even that deep into my risk. So that's it. Yeah, go back to this on this other side. We see what is happening, and I replace. And I think it's better if we stick to trading view. We see the prints which are coming on, and we can see Nasdaq is doing the Lord's work, going up and up, and it's very exciting. I hope uh, I hope our status follow suit, and yeah, and the flips back green, hopefully. So I'm really expecting to be this trade the alarm. Uh, I'm really expecting to be filled, and not just to be filled. I expect a very good breakout. So if you don't mind, I don't know why I'm even switching screens, and let me just go back here and try to see if I'm correctly positioned. If not, we can adjust that position. So what I mean by adjusting that position, I want to see how it is looking like. So is it on the 30 minutes? No, it's on the hourly. So the hourly, and I want to see if okay, not bad, not bad. It's not that far, is it? Should I lower it? Not really. Achika hapo so that it can have a space to break out. I was thinking of lowering it so that I can get a jump. And, I don't think zimeachana sana. So what do? I trash this. I don't like a lot of things on my chart, so I delete that line, and we go back. We go back to trading view. So this is called full disclosure on trading. It's full disclosure. I'm not hiding anything. Actually, I just want us to trade together, and I show you why trade the stock market. And when my partner comes back here, and When Jesse comes back here, I think we'll show you what he does on his end. And I think we'll see. I don't know what is happening on my chat platform. I can see my charts. Uh-huh. Okay, no new comments. Super sour. So while at it, the July trading competition is back up, and you guys feel free, go there, get into the competition, get into the contest, test your skills. If you have your skills, show them off to us so that we can interact on a skill based level. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this pro bono so that I show you what I can do. Show me what you can do on that side. I invite you. You show the market what you show the trading community what you can do, and I think we'll be growing. I think it will be better if we do this instead of guys coming with cars and telling you I'm a forex trader, and we don't know if it's a rental car or anything. Anyway, you get my point. What you're trying to do, you're trying to do full disclosure, so that interact on a much better level with you guys. And yeah, while at it, you can follow the top traders Kenya page. You can follow the community. I know most of you are in the community. You can also go to the YouTube channel and do the same. Follow, like, and yeah, subscribe to that channel, the YouTube channel. Hey, it is just that's the only thing we're asking. We just want the like and the share. If you want to retweet, you retweet. That's the fuel we want. I know most of you come on the DMs. Some of you come, not most of you. We really need to help you. Game. Anyway, I've received good feedback. Even before I started this show, I just received a good feedback and an inquiry. So don't 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 fear coming on my DM asking questions on what to. And on stocks, I think this is something very unique. We trying to actually I'm really trying to show guys it's not only about forex, not only about gold, it's not only about the commodities, it's not only about indices. You can also trade stocks and make something out of it. Why? Because I know it's slow, but you can really do something about it. So that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from that. I'm coming from a skill-based interaction. That's what I'm yearning for this. And tafadhali, let's do something. If you know somebody who's not in the community, tell him to join the community. Let's grow together. And like 15 minutes out to my to end this stream, because we are always here from 3:30 to 5:30. Past that, I think we can't do more than those hours. So while Nasdaq is doing the Lord's work, mnaona tu pale. Anyway, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I think I pointed this out kitambo kiasi. I think last week I pointed how I expect it to move, and just like that, it moved the same way. Anyway, I don't want to boast, but nilisikia vizuri sana. Anyway, it's a you become very proud of what if you can if you can point out something and it happens. So I think I'll just enter this trade, and this by this trade I'm talking about Google, and I'll add it on as my last trade of the day, if you allow me, because I can see a good cup and handle, and let me just point it out, and then we go back to the MT4 to make this entry. That's a good handle. I think that's enough retracement, because for Mag 7, these are very. It's I don't think we can see any time price going down from here. So let's go back to Meta. Going back to Meta. And here we are. I think we can go to Google. And I'm sorry, I'm calling it Google because okay, the guys who gave us this idea is Traders TV, Traders TV Canada. They have a very good platform, and they trade stocks live every day. So I don't want to compete with them, but I wanted to do this to for a more local way where we can talk any language you want to talk. We want to speak. I think you can understand me better than them, but we use very different approaches because they're scalpers. But the idea of the stream and everything borrowed it from there. I think Jesse had started this earlier, and I really convinced him we need to do this now because we need to reach out to as very many people as possible, so that yeah, we can make a difference in the market. So uh, here it goes, 183. Okay, I'm actually doing this 187. I'm estimating the opportunity in here, 187.25 minus 183.77, and we have an opportunity of $3.48. So let's say the breakout comes in at 187.17. So we can have our breakout at 187.17, 187.17, and we add 3.48, 187.17 plus 3.48. We expect price to raise up to 190, 190.65. So what will we do? We'll come back here, and definitely, you know how I do it. I'll just take my position size calculator, and this are pending. So my entry is 187.17, and my exit is 190, 190.65. So just show me lines, and I think 187, 186.40, 186.40. Sorry, am I doing that? I just wanted to see this stop loss line, and I just want to take a good and a cool 1:2, say 1:2. I'm not greedy on this one because it's a cup and handle, and a cup and handle can, before a breakout, it can manifest to a, it can uh, it can switch to a triangle. So I just want to be very mild on what to risk here. So this is it. It's a 0.5. I hope you can see it. This is what I'm looking at, and it's a 0.5 trade, and I hope you can see there. So I just want to rush because I've seen price trying to go back up, and it's 0.31, and it's a pending order, and it's a buy stop, and I just want to first make the entry and then adjust the rest. So I'll just, oh, it's an invalid one. So I think I'll just, sheesh, really? They want me to execute it immediately. Pending order, 0.1. Let me just try again, 0.17. Oh no, let me do it again. I'll just go in. I'm just going in. Straight out the jet, 187, 187, no, 185, 57, and 190 as my take profit, 190.65. So what? That was risky, but I've just done it. So I'll hide the line so you can see I'm already filled in. So I've just taken a market execution, a direct market execution. So what do I say? Nothing much. I think price has really gone down in somewhere, someplace, somewhere. Let's see what is happening on the other side because I think something has really sold off. I can see on my end what has really sold off. Nini imesold off hivi. What has sold off? Ama nime what has sold off? I can see everything is doing good. Let me go back to on this other side and see what is happening. No, everything is right. Oh, I've been filled every position. Let me show it to you before I close. I've actually having very many trades running. I think these are 6 trades, but who cares? Very well managed. So I think it's the fill after filling the I think the commissions ndio zimefanya I've seen price go lower all of a sudden. So US30 is going back up. So something to smile about. You can see Tesla. I think Tesla's just gone back in. So I think that's why we have seen a difference in. So that's that. We're going back to. Let me go back to what I call the trading view. Trading view, and Tesla is back to the 4%, and it was up as high as 6%. So I think that's the difference, and we can now see. I think the US30 flipping to green, and very healthy trades, running very, very well. And we can see Lam is trying to break out. So I've already been filled because of the spread, definitely. So yeah, I'm even dancing. You can see BlackRock still playing around the entry point, but still doing very healthy. So what else? What else? We can see what Apple's doing. Apple is still trying to break the HOD. That's the high of the day. So what we do, we can see Google. We can just transfer Google to the rest. By the rest, I mean the already the trades I'm playing right now. So what we can see on Amazon, I'm just quickly closing down. We can see Amazon trying to consolidate here, and very healthy. Not healthy per se because it's not something which is which is running on my watch list. I mean, not even watch list. On my right here. It's not something which is running on my portfolio. So it's just normal. We can see price going up and down. So thing about Tesla has to retest definitely. I'm almost certain it will retest. Why? Because it has been a while going up and up and up without any retest. So this trend line is a much better place to retest, and we saw price going to the to the fruition of the inverted head and shoulder. So I expect price to get into consolidation before springing much higher. But this candle being the breakout candle, we might be seeing price even going higher with ignoring the consolidation and then comes back later to obey the consolidation, to obey the retest. So we don't know actually, but what I'll do if it goes to test, I'll make another entry and another because this is one of the best stocks right now, one of the best performing stocks right now, and the road to 470s on Microsoft is still there. It's still going. And you know why 470s? This is a 470s I'm talking about because of this trade. You remember this setup? So price is still going much higher and higher and higher. We are like $10 out. And, yeah. Anyway, exciting. Nothing much is happening on this other side. You just hope price breaks. Just hoping price to break this counter trend line. This is a risky trade on my portfolio right now because I've just entered before price breaks out. So the rest are okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine on this other end. Lam is doing lots of work. It's still going back down, but I know it will print a good high. So nothing much is happening. Stock market is trying to go back in, but I'm still very positive it will be breaking out and moving much higher and higher. So I want to end it there. I think 4 minutes too, but nothing much to talk about. Just if you don't have an account with HFM, I think I've put the links there so that you can be able to join the competition as well. Uh, I've put up the YouTube link so that if you had missed anything here, you can just go back. You can just go to our YouTube page, Top Traders Kenya, and and watch whatever we've been saying since we started this. Because I think this is the 13th episode, which is Wacky Wednesday. So yeah, go back there, see what we're doing, see how we enjoy the stock market, and hey, I hope you'll stay longer with us, and hey, I hope you'll be joining these streams. Hmm. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Thank you for thank you for attending today.